game night, and we are playing some classic Dungeons and Dragons. When I say classic, 3.5, baby. We don't shill the modern stuff. Even though they say that 5th edition's not bad. 4th edition was garbage. And you can't change my mind. In fact, our illustrious Dungeon Master, Dylan, who is joining us, he agrees with me. What are your thoughts on 4th edition, Dylan?
Oh, I don't hate it with absolute passion. I get up early because I don't have enough time in the day to hate it.
This is why we have Dylan with us. Dylan is our master Dungeon Master. And he is going to be running, like I said, classic campaign. But the setting, do you want to tell us about the setting, Dylan?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we're in Forgotten Realms, which is, classic.
Forgotten Realms is a classic one, classic D&D. So if you know Baldur's Gate,
Icewind
Dale,
Waterdeep,
the Drizzit,
Durden.
Durden?
Yeah.
Just Durden?
I'm sure we're going to get corrected on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are all based in the Forgotten Realms, and what I love about it is classic fantasy. Lots of elves, lots of dwarves, lots of knights, castles, dragons, magic. That was one of the key things about magic. My pet peeve, I'm not exactly on board with where modern D&D is going with, look, if you love like really unique, newish races, I like the classics. Give me elves, dwarves, and it broke my heart when they got rid of the gnome.
Gnome!
Characters, okay. Let's go around and introduce our characters. I will go last because I'm clearly going to be the loudest, and we'll say...
Yeah, most exciting. I will go first. I'm playing Roland Starr, who's a cleric, and I'll give you his backstory. Roland Starr grew up in a modestly sized village and had a childhood that most...
Boring!
Oh my god, Chad! Let me finish!
Chad, yours is 3 pages long.
yeah, yours doesn't stop. Yeah, so he grew up in a village, normal childhood, although he did go missing from time to time in his early years. Some thought he went off to cause trouble, but most just considered it, childhood experiences, adventuring out in the woods and stuff. His family mostly gave him space to learn, especially from his mistakes, which he would, because during his young youth days, he found some mead underneath his house, and him and his best mate went off into the woods, into a little homemade cabin they made to have a bit of fun.
How old was he?
Maybe 13.
So irresponsible.
Yeah, yeah.
Profoundly. I'm not impressed.
We have to put a warning on the video now.
Yeah, I'm not impressed by Rolling Stone.
No. Well, he learned from this because they heard a noise from outside and they thought it was one of the parents. So they ran out the other exit, thinking how we could get away. But then they started to hear loud noises and rustling and big sounds of rushing wind. And eventually when Roland got out of the woods, he turned around and the noise and stuff had stopped, and what was chasing them was gone, but so was his friend. And so after that, he kind of felt responsible for his friend disappearing, and so he started to, as a character, want to protect those closest to him. And because of that negative experience with the alcohol, any sort of alcoholic smell kind of brings back those bad feelings, so he doesn't really partake of those things.
Hailing from the faraway land of Oss.
Boring!
The land of Oss, where the gold is buried, a man named Castir Sinon. He grew up in a travelling circus, moving from place to place without a family of his own. He was raised by many talents, performers and freaks that briefly took part of the shows. With his feet never taking root and his hands never reaching stillness, he became a jester without a court. Finding frivolity in the strangers he passed, he naturally came upon the worship of Lyra, the mistress of revels. Many roads had passed him since Castir had made his vow. He swore to the Lady of Joy that he would never render harm from his own hand, and for that he was blessed. Now on the road with a merry band of fools, he seeks only to protect, spread joy, and bring about liberty unto all living beings. For liberty is life, and life is joy. He's also an alcoholic.
I'm playing a half-orc named Gorog. So it is well known among all peoples that half-orcs are commonly born through the sad aftermath of an orc raid or attack. Gorog, however, was different. He grew up in a stable home with a human father and an orc mother. He grew up in a wholesome environment where his parents loved him dearly. His mother was close to her kin and allowed Gorog to become in touch with his orc heritage as he grew. He and his family were very happy. The surrounding neighbourhood, however, was fearful, and over time became more and more hostile towards Gorog's family, to his father for being wed to an orc woman, and to Gorog for being the supposed abomination he was. But most of all, they feared and hated his mother. One night, Gorog's home was attacked. His mother and father were killed by a mob, and Gorog, after being forced to watch the ordeal, was sent far away to grow up in a human family's home. He adopted a human name and grew and associated with local townsfolk as one of them. Over time, however, as he grew to maturity, his size and heritage became apparent. He was ridiculed by the locals on a daily basis. Hostilities rose until one night, a mob approached his door. In a flash, Gorog saw his parents and remembered the suffering they endured to their deaths. Gorog fell into a rage. He burst from his residence with blood in his eyes. A bloody battle ensued. In time, after the screams died down and the ring of steel on steel and the tearing of flesh could no longer be heard, at the middle of all the carnage was Gorog, an eerie calm washing over him as he witnessed the broken bodies of his would-be assailants. For he knew his path in life was to never become so single-minded, selfish, and hateful as humans. Gorog forsook his human name and embraced his orc heritage. He began to worship the god of justice and vengeance, Hor. He wandered the earth with one mission in mind, to defend the weak, protect the innocent, and rain down justice upon the heads of those who would do them harm.
Dude, that's hardcore.
Yeah.
That one wasn't boring.
So basically,
Don't
it's
look it
kind of
up.
like the story of Frankenstein, but with an orc.
Basically.
And he fought back.
Yeah. And he
Where-
despises humans. He tolerates them because...
Wow.
I know where your mate went to school. Where your guy went to school. Orakai.
No.
Nice.
Oh, Orakai. Well, I also know where Rolling's friend disappeared,
Oh.
thanks to Gorog's backstory.
Yeah, you should have let me alone.
So I am playing Drake, and I don't know why you guys had such extensive.
Boring!
Yeah, I know. Your backstories are so long. I don't know where you got an idea for such a long backstory. Because I would never do such a long, bloviating backstory like that.
You see, you win out of this, but also we do as well.
Goodness.
That's what being part of a party is all about. Everyone works together.
Drake is a monster hunter. Because obviously the world is full of monsters, and he just cannot believe no one else is taking it seriously because they're everywhere. The nymphs aren't too bad though. Admittedly, he says. So he doesn't trust monsters. He wants to kill monsters, and that's been his lifelong goal. And when he was of age, he went out to kill monsters. Look at that! Look how short and concise that was.
So he's one of the guys that got away.
No.
No? Okay.
We do have a bit about how our party met up.
Yes. And no one got away.
I wanted to kill Gorog when I met him because he's a half orc, but Gorog convinced me that he was good. I'm not fully convinced yet, and so his what's the word? He's under probation. He's under state of probation, where it's like, all right, you got to prove yourself to me that you're a goodman orc person, and if he does
So
anything out of
progressive.
line, Drake's going to have to take action. But Gorog has agreed to do what Drake has said. And if that just so happens to be prepare his dinner a lot, fetch his food, prepare
Because
his
those are
horses.
moral goods.
Those are moral goods. And Gorog needs to prove that he's a good person. And so you do good, it's like, all right, okay.
Gorog is not very intelligent, so he'll pretty much do anything that he says, but he's quite wise. So he does respect the fact that if he does good things will come to him.
I would actually like to see you two go head to head. So maybe you just don't do what he says and see what his reaction is.
I'll have to run an intelligence check for that one.
Now, we're already in a party. I forget, how did we meet you?
I was running out of a house being chased by the elf maiden's husband, and just stumbled into you guys, and Big Mate protected me.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's what happened.
Yeah, and we grew up together in the same.
Oh,
village.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We came up, and I have no idea what happened to his friend. At all. Don't ask. I didn't see. It had nothing to do with goblins. Or sticks.
Okay.
All right.
Or
So-
impalings.
3 humans, half orc. Fair. Awesome.
I think, so those are our character backgrounds, and we're out, Drake is out in the world because he wants to kill monsters, and he's heard of some goings on in this village, and we've already done some exploring in this village. We're already kind of established, we're already on a mission, we're doing stuff, and we're just coming back from a kill. We killed some owlbear, wasn't it?
That's right.
So Dan, owlbears, and we got back with the booty to figure out why they were there, what's going on,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. And we shall continue.
You come across the town of Eldridge. You had been walking for sort of days. It's pouring rain, and it was at night time when you first arrived. You were sort of, for various reasons, you made your way into the woods, left some of the major cities, and you would come here. When you first got to the inn, all seemed quite well. You settled in, you were warm, but next minute, if you remember, a careening wagon crashed through the wall of the inn with no horses attached, which was the biggest perplexing element of it all. So you went out to investigate it. You noticed there was some signatures and some magical runes written on the wagon. You couldn't quite decipher the runes, but you asked the innkeeper whose the signature was, and it was a wagon maker, go figure, who had signed his own work. So you left the inn, you travelled down to the wagon maker's house, which is just there. His name was Orloth. So when you got there, it was all empty. In the yards, there was just some various wagons being made, but it wasn't only until you stepped inside the room that you noticed that inside the room was a large tree, massive tree, vines and leaves that went up probably 10 to 12 stories high. Far bigger than the roof because from the outside it looked like a 2-story building. So it was obvious some sort of magic was
And
afoot.
Drake suspects a nymph, some type of forest creature.
Yep.
He's also heard of moving trees
That's
around that, clearly need to be chopped up into firewood.
Castillo hopes it's the nymph.
That's right. So we've got 2 votes for a nymph. And
Make that 3.
right? Okay. I hate to see what the third person's voting. So
What do you vote? Roland?
I mean, I'm just going to assume what you guys assume for now. Like,
it's definitely, the owlbears were in there, and there was some great magic and fighting. You used feather fall on one of the owls to stop it from flying directly at
I
you.
didn't want to
So,
say that.
if you're wondering that, this is a really specific and detailed
Yeah.
backstory.
Sorry.
This is actually the second session we're playing. The first session was kind of a test run, and we lost the footage.
But it was great. It was good fun.
It was good fun, but don't worry. This is the start of the adventure. Okay, you didn't miss out on really much. Okay, we fought some owlbears. There's some mysteries going on. We're trying to find out who sent this wagon careening into the inn, and that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah. You're now making your way back to the inn with an owlbear draped over your shoulders. Now the head of the owlbear.
He's got the head, I've got the rest of it.
And
Don't worry, people. Talking to the villagers. Don't worry. Don't worry. This guy did help kill one of these things. I don't think he's going to do that to your children. Okay? And if he does, if he horribly mangles and murders them,
It will be quick.
it will be quick, that's true, but then I'll kill him. Okay? So, don't worry. He will not eat your children. I think.
I kind of scoff, drop the owlbear, and just walk into the inn. Sit in a corner.
perfect. So you burst into the inn.
I'm just going to go check if he's eating a child. I'm going with the cake.
I'm going to go watch in case Gorog kills him, because that'd be hilarious.
I just feel sorry for what's happening right now. I don't know what to do.
As you walk into the inn, you see an innkeeper called Sylvas, big burly man, black hair, muscly, clearly some sort of military training. And he says to you,
You know, Silvers, have you had any military training? You're a bit muscly. There,
I have had some, and it has
I
helped.
thought so.
You know, Silvus, are your daughters of age?
I have no daughters. Fiend, I mean friend.
Oh.
No, sorry. He was actually asking if you're of age.
Oh, yes. This is getting out of control quickly. Yes, I have
I'm
had.
just looking out for you.
I have had military training, and yes, it has added to my muscles. Is the owlbear head left outside? Just for a second.
I've got the head. He left the
Oh,
body.
by gods, man, what is that on your?
Well, we believe it's kind of like, it's like an owl.
No, it looks
But-
more like a bear.
Yeah, but it's a bit of
It's
a
an
bear.
owlbear pig.
So, an owlbear.
Owlbear pig.
Yeah.
That's what. Look, I don't know what it is. I'm calling an owlbear pig.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. You found this in the town?
It was in the wagon wright's home.
Orloth.
Olaf.
Did you find him?
Olaf. He wasn't a snowman, was he?
Hey, Olaf? Was it? No, Olaf? Is that where?
Is he? Is
That joke was all off.
Research amnesty. We're not gonna. Yeah.
Do you want to build a snowman? We could. We could be best buddies, but now we're not. I wish.
Is it possible? Wait, no.
I'm sorry.
I've got a spell to use. Wait, no. I do have a spell to use.
Yeah.
It is.
Charm, hopefully.
I use suggestion, and I suggest you shut the hell up.
Get to roll.
What do I roll?
No, I don't.
Oh, I'm kidding. Shad.
You found.
No, you can actually say that like jokingly. Pretend I can't like if you want it.
No, it's fine. I won't. My character won't tell you to shut the hell up, Shad.
You found this in the town?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
then we're in great danger.
I kind of walk up the two of you and I point to the body outside. I'm like, good meat.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
That's right. Oh, so Grog, could you go get the bear, pig, owl thing? Get a nice haunch and let's roast it up. I'm sure it tastes. Well, look, I figure monsters eat us all the time. It's just fair that we return the favor.
I walk out there and just grab one of its legs and just
Cool.
rip the thing off.
Perfect. So, yeah, with your level of strength, it's just effortless. It doesn't even cry out in pain.
Why didn't you do that the first time?
It's dead. Yeah. So as you make your way back into the inn, I'll cook this straight away.
That was impressive, Grog. You could like totally just rip a child's head off without even trying. I could like just like.
Could you rip a
I
man's
just
head
go and
off?
sit in the corner.
Some of the other patrons are sort of half listening to your conversation, as you quite have, like, you walked into a room with an owlbear, basically, strapped onto your back.
I believe it's an owlbear pig.
Sorry, I knew I had to hear something. As you sit down at the table, Sylvester brings you out 3 ales and
A water.
a water.
Can I have a double, please? I'm really thirsty.
Perfect.
You could at least drink milk.
No, I need to hydrate after that fight we just had.
That's true.
I need to.
You're not even a milk drinker.
Oh,
I can't even tease you for being a milk drinker.
It might be Bailey's. That's the risk he doesn't want to run, eh?
I'll have some unfermented wine, thanks.
No problem at all. Grape juice? Is that what unfermented wine is?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is wine
Can I have
that
his
has
cup
been
of wine if he's not going to have
not
it?
fermented. I
I'll
don't
take it
know
away.
what you... Grape juice.
What is this term?
Grape juice?
I down all 3 ales, one after the other.
So as you sit down at the table, and you remember during the fight that you picked up a letter, and it was unopened. You opened the letter? Oh no.
Could be trapped. Could be poisoned.
I just grabbed
Actually-
it and open it.
Could be
I
both.
hand it... Do you want to open it, Roland?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well.
I stand away from Roland while he opens
Strength check.
it.
I
Well,
just,
I mean, if you get a 1,
I like
Spelling check.
D20.
Okay.
I'll be curious. God, I hope it's 1. 3. You struggle with the letter,
It's been
but
closed for a while.
eventually the paper bows to your will, and you open it. It's trapped. No. You go down and you read it. It seems to be from the wood wagon maker's son saying, Father, I've found a way. Don't worry, all our problems will be solved. And it's signed Raxon, which is his son.
What does it say?
What you just said.
You said what? What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking the words in my head.
Okay.
That's good character.
It appears that the wagon maker's son found a way for the problems to be solved, and that it will be over soon.
He found an enchanted tree. He was making wagons out of enchanted trees. And now the trees are trying to take revenge. And the nymphs captured him and have just been raping him mercilessly.
We
It's
must
possible.
take his place. Or at least I volunteer as tribute. I will take the place of the man being raped by
No
the nymphs.
way! There's too many splinters. Ugh.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you get that. But never mind. I was going to say something about wood.
I know you love wood.
No, but-
That's too much wood for me.
I stand up and I go and sit over the other side of the
It's musical chairs.
So if you're wondering, my character has 8 wisdom, alright? He's actually very intelligent. He's got 16 intelligence, but he's a little oblivious to certain social cues
Oh, yeah.
and things.
Interpersonal skills.
What about the
Yeah,
character?
interpersonal skills.
Here you go, you can hit me with this now.
Sylvas returns, and he's managed to cook the owlbear quite quickly.
I very quickly come back to that side of the
Ever tasted meat, do you? Do you like it raw?
Does it all have to be sex with you, Shad? That's meant to be my character, okay?
Hey, is that
Meat.
a letter you have there, friend?
Yes, we found it.
We have, as I'm eating a steak, we have some nymphs who's been raping people.
And they didn't invite me.
I just
Sorry, that's the subtext, but that's what I think was going on.
I'm also eating and I just say, all off dead.
I'll hand the innkeeper the letter and say, what do you think of this?
This
What do you take of it?
looks like someone tried very hard to open it.
We just killed an owlbear, guys. Like, cut me some slack. I'm drinking my water. I'm trying to hydrate.
That's definitely Raxton's handwriting.
He's a non-milk drinker.
Yeah,
Don't judge him.
Okay.
only at night time before bed.
This explains why he was always in the woods, north of town.
What, you're saying a man who his whole livelihood depends on acquiring wood is in the woods a lot? That's a clue, guys.
It's like I'm drawing you towards something, using an Inception-style method.
I got it. We clearly need to investigate the city. Let's go.
Alright, wait. I can use find or locate object to find what we're looking for. So can I cast?
Do you know what we're looking for?
Yes.
Does he have any?
What is it?
I would like to locate wood.
18!
18!
Perfect. Did you add your...
18 plus charisma, so that's plus 4.
It's a waste of a
Perfect. You
spell.
see all this around here? See all
No,
these...
but it's the woods that I'm looking for. It's specifically the woods.
See these woods here?
Yep.
You locate them. So yeah.
Guys, the woods are somewhere outside!
Yeah. There, yeah. So I've marked them on the map for you, and...
I stand up.
No, but
and-
seriously, sorry, but before you go, Gorog, I did roll a natural 18 plus 4 on I want to know where this guy went. What woods exactly?
you
From a
didn't say
locating object
You said the
element,
wood.
like,
You said wood.
Okay, instead, I was
it's
gonna
sort
say,
of like...
can I find his belt buckle or something like that?
Like,
know?
have you seen his belt buckle? Do you know, like, it's sort of like
Do I have to
using
see?
locate object to go, I want to know where the greatest sword in Faerun is.
So there's
you
a
like-
reason you want us to memorize them, okay?
Yeah.
I get up and I go to walk to the exit of the inn.
Perfect.
I follow.
I follow.
I think we need to investigate the woods.
We must bring...
I don't know how you come to
I
that.
know. Look, these ideas come to me. It's a talent. I walk.
Burst out of the inn door after a nice meal. Yeah.
Does any villages on the outside?
Outside. Now it's sort of we're past dusk now, so we're heading into night. It's a slow rain.
Okay. I still just wanting to put the villagers at ease. I yell, "He hasn't eaten anyone yet! Just so you know!"
I head north.
I follow.
I too.
No, hang on. Is north the direction that the wagon came from?
I can discern north. My character can actually do that.
Guys, how about we go in the direction that the wagon came from? Grog. You've had too much grog. This way.
Innkeeper said north.
Did he?
He did. But the wagon came from the south.
Look.
But the wagon was going north.
I feel every
Guys.
movie has this moment.
We need to go where the wagon came from. The innkeeper was thinking about the place that the wagon maker usually goes to. If you always did what you always done, you always get what you always got. He didn't die. Nothing weird happened when he went there. But now, perhaps he went to where the wagon came from and he found something he wasn't supposed to find. Flawless logic. You can't argue with me. We're going this way.
Is that a persuasion check?
Where's
It
where?
feels almost intimidating.
Where is the wagon? Where is the wagon? Can we find it? The wagon.
No, the wagon's been removed. So it crashed into the side of the building. It's very weird how it sort of works, but basically they can use wizards back in that time to kind of repair. It's almost like insurance. They use wizards to kind of repair the inn.
Dang it.
So we just had good cover, and yeah. So the wagons all, if you remember, it all splintered, and there was some runes on it, but they disappeared. The rain starts
we
to.
better not find a witch.
Oh, Danny, starting to get wet.
Gonna be a witch. I put my cloak on.
Alright,
dark.
I start heading towards the south to the wagon.
Alright, going this way.
I follow.
Perfect. Does anyone track? Can I borrow this? No one's a ranger?
I have survival.
Let's
That's
go with survival. We can't. Because no one's got the. No one's a ranger here for the track feat.
Right.
Once again, disclosure. We're just using the rules. I'm sure I'll make an error.
No, I have survival, but not track.
Okay, let's do survival. Just to see if we can look at where this wagon's coming from.
Oof, 2.
You fail to find your feet.
Plus 9, so 11.
11? That's not too bad. So you can definitely know the wagon's coming from the south direction. You can't sort of see beyond the township. You sort of can't really see. That's this direction, by the way. Towards the bridge. Beyond the township, you can't tell where they're coming.
As soon as we get in the woods,
Mm.
and these guys
So
will
you're
be
heading this
familiar
way?
with my usual tactics, they're, making their way through on the road or even the woods. I always walk off to the side in the shadows, trying to keep myself hidden.
Okay.
I don't trust this world. I don't trust a lot of people, and so I'm always trying to keep myself out of sight, especially if there are other people who can distract.
Yeah.
Any onlookers.
I would say it's the untrustworthy who aren't trustful.
I walk clear in the middle of the road because I've never come up against someone who I haven't been able to kill. So
I walk clearly in the middle of the road because I haven't met someone he wasn't able to kill.
I walk alongside.
I walk off to the side because if we do come across someone who can kill us, they'll kill them first.
It's true.
So you're scared, you're saying. You admit it.
I'm cautious.
Cautious is
Tactical.
fearful.
Do you have any idea how many things can kill you in this world? Dragons, oozes, goblins, orcs. I mean, the orcs, they just want to eat you alive. You just can't trust any of them. So you just got to be careful.
I kind of look over my shoulder and I just give you daggers, and then I walk off.
I follow closely behind, like a menorah fish.
Hey, you're doing all right, Grog, okay? I don't trust you, though. But maybe. We'll see. Because we all know most orcs are born inherently evil. Every single one.
I trust you, Gorog, because you've saved us this far.
I put my hand around your shoulders and I just keep on walking.
And they're also a bit dim. Evil and dim.
Can we just
I'm gonna
leave
put.
Drake?
I'm gonna put. Where is it? Grease. I'm gonna cast grease onto your shoes. The soles of his shoes.
Right.
No, I tell you what. I threaten to cast grease on the soles of your shoes if you continue to profane this. Our friendly warrior.
He did fight all right against the owlbear pigs.
He did.
Maybe his human side. We'll see. What's that over there? And I'm duck into the shadows. Stealth.
Wait, can he do a stealth check if he's hiding from us?
You can do hide. Yeah, you can do 3 spots versus hide.
We both see a man jump into the bushes and fall over.
Hang on. I do have
You
a
still
good
roll a
hide
spot.
check, though.
Could get a 1.
That's 14 still.
That's
I got plus
14.
12.
Spot for you.
So we don't see him jump into the woods, but we
You have
hear
to see
it.
it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, spot.
Oh.
Oh.
Where'd he go?
16.
So I got a 16.
2. 16, good. So yeah, I think it was unfold of, where did he go? Yeah, there he is. So,
I don't care though, so I just keep on walking.
yeah. So you barely make it down towards the bridge, just on the south side of town there. As you go to cross the bridge, in the middle, you start to hear this tune. I'll get everyone to roll a listen check. I don't know why I just told you can hear the tune, but roll it.
Nice.
I can tell you what key it's in.
16.
15.
15.
15?
16.
It's in D minor, if you want to look it up. So I don't know why.
I'm a bard, so I'd know that.
Yeah, they're good. You actually quite like it.
Hey, I know this
songs
song.
in that key. Yes, you do.
Can I do a recognition check?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright. 7.
7.
I know it's not Maroon 5.
It's not Maroon 5. But you start to hear the sound of these pipes playing, and just on the other side of the bridge bursts out a satyr. So I'll read a little bit about them. Satyrs, also known as fauns, are hedonistic creatures that frolic in the wild places of the world. They love fine food, strong drink, and passionate romance. None of this will be happening. The satyr's hair is red or chestnut brown, while its hooves and horns are jet black.
What language do they speak?
Very good question. They'll speak Common, Sylvan, and most also
So
speak
I
Common.
acknowledge monsters. Would this come under my knowledge?
Yeah.
All right. Can I roll how much I know about them?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I got 17 plus 11, so that's 28.
Perfect. You'll notice that they're more likely to be carrying musical instruments or bottles of wine than weapons. For the most part, they leave travellers alone. However, they can be a little bit more mischievous and often seek fun at the expense of those who wander too near their woodland homes. As far as what you know about how they interact in combat, you know that they excel at hiding, listening, moving silently.
I would like to run up to him and scream, "Greetings, my satirical friend!"
So he just jumped out. Did he say anything?
Well,
as he
he's
jumped out?
playing a tune, and you remember from all your knowledge of monsters that tune's often used to either charm a person or put them to sleep.
I shoot straight away. Without, as soon as that tune comes, he does it
I would
without
like to counteract
hesitating.
him. I would like to counteract him.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast.
Could it,
Can I go
hang
over
on,
this?
hang on.
Yeah.
He can't see me.
That's true.
Yeah,
You don't even know what I'm
Please
doing.
borrow his paper and a pencil. Do initiative rolls. So, everyone roll initiative. You roll a d20. And your initiative. Doesn't matter.
14.
14?
11.
Goodness, what rolls?
15. Yeah.
I got
I got
15.
19.
15, both 15?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. What do I add to my.
Initiative?
Plus 2.
What'd you
Okay,
get?
so I got 16.
I got 15.
Okay.
19.
19, 16, Gorog, 15,
Bloody
and
monsters.
7.
Trying to chase us. Do you know that they really
Roll
like
ones.
lovemaking? You know what that means? What they want to do to us? I thought it
You
would
might
be.
dice.
I thought it would be nymphs. This is infinitely worse.
Same amount of passionate romance, though. So,
I don't want to be a goat. That was my character speaking, and I beat him, but that's what's going through his mind.
Oh!
so, I'm coming in at 11. So that's perfect. Drake, you're the first to react, so just to explain, because I like to explain some of the battlefields, you've got this long bridge ahead of you, say, I don't know, 50, 60 feet, and at the end of the satyr, playing this nice tune, D minor, and, you know, I mean, this is a threat, so you're the first to react.
Did he know where I was? Because I was hiding.
No,
for the whole
he
time.
did not. I'll just check that little spot check. Your height was quite good, so no, he did not. He's not aware. Sneak attack time.
Do it.
Go for it.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I've got rapid shot. I can do 2 shots.
Beautiful.
He's hoping. I don't know. Okay.
Mm.
Ready?
Fantastic.
12.
12. Beautiful. So the first arrow.
First arrow.
So the first arrow, you take aim hiding in the shadows. You fire it, shoots straight through the air, just over the satyr's right shoulder. Barely makes him skip a beat on his pipes.
Come on, second shot. Come on. Get a 20. 20.
That's better.
19.
That one does hit.
Gotcha.
Damage.
So, alright. I want to kill this guy. I don't know why. I just really want to kill him.
Yeah. We've all had a song that no one likes to use.
I recognise the song. It was Ed Sheeran.
18 damage.
Wow. From one arrow.
Yeah, man. I got sneak attack on that, and I got damage. Like, my bow is a war bow. I get my strength bonus to it. And old Drake is not a pushover. He's actually got the highest strength a human can, or 18. And so, he's got shoulders, this guy, using a war bow. He's actually, he's a level 1 fighter, level 4 rogue. And so, that was sneak attack, that was war bow, arrow, and, yeah.
Beautiful. This one, this time fires true. You take a little bit more time. It's rapid shots. You take the second one. That's it. The first one to calibrate. The second one sinks straight into the ribs. I mean, it punctures almost right through, sort of thing. This definitely stops him playing the pipes. And you can see his whimsical expression of, I think he thought he was in control, now he's a little bit angry. Sort of. But see the blood start to sort of bleed down the side. You've hit something major, which is good.
So I let these guys know, the little bastard's trying to charm us and then rape us in our sleep. Kill him quickly before he tries it.
Which makes it Castiel's go. Castiel?
Castillo? Okay, I would like to,
So Drake is a little bit more foul-mouthed when he gets lived up, right? You know, just let you know, like, and he does not trust monsters. And this type of thing confirms every assumption he's had. It's like, you know, unprovoked. Monster jumps out, trying to charm us and everything, and then rape us in our sleep. I mean, look, he didn't say
I didn't say that.
he didn't say he wanted to do that, but he knows about satyrs, right? And they are horny as anything. And so
I would like to cast message on the creature that is fallen in front of us. So yeah,
Got the range for it, yeah, 60 feet.
Let me have a look in my book that I've clearly just got a book here. That's nothing else. Range is range is 100 feet. Range is 100 feet.
Oh, good. Yeah. Can you explain message just for the people that
Message. So I can whisper a message to anything within 100 feet. It can be overheard, but yeah, but so it can be heard a long distance. 3. Oh, never mind. Well, what I was going to say is...
add your concentration to it.
Oh.
Just sort of curious.
Where is that?
Oh, no, it's bluff. Sorry, concentration +8.
Plus 8.
That's 11.
11?
Level what spell?
It is a level...
1?
I've got it in my list. Give me one sec.
Surely 1.
Yes, it's a level 0 spell.
Good. Cantrip. So awesome. So that does pass.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I whisper to him... Wait, where is it?
Oh, you've written down where you wanted to whisper to him.
No, I just whisper to him...
If I ever come across one, I'm going to whisper this earlier in the day.
Go to Oladmara, peaceful creature. Be still.
Oh. Okay, that's good. It seems to take a sort of an effect on him. And he almost seems to sort of relax slightly. And yeah, almost becomes a bit woozy. Interesting. Okay.
So who's
Can
turn
you
now?
put him out of his misery, whoever's next?
Gorog.
Now,
Yes.
so okay.
So in front of you, you've got this wooden planked bridge, the standard sort of chain rail. I say standard, but and then you've got about 60 feet.
So random. I don't mean to interrupt, but haven't actually described how our characters look, and some people like to visualize.
Very good
things.
point.
And so basically, that's why we're wearing this. It's actually very similar to what we're wearing. These characters are kind of interpretations of our game night's personas. They're not exactly the same, of course. Drake is a very different person to me, but he does wear a red brigandine over Gambus and stuff. And so if you want to picture him, kind of picture, because he literally has a great sword and a bow. So in my classic adventuring get-up, that's kind of Drake, except... Does he have a beard? He's got a short... In fact, he's got the beard as well.
Nice.
Gorog is...
So not much different.
Well, yeah, he's wearing a breastplate
I'm
instead of a Gambison.
You're a beautiful man, Ben.
Thank you. I know.
Gorog isn't.
No, Gorog is quite ugly. He is very rugged. He's your typical half orc. Okay, he's got the rough skin, the tusk-like teeth.
In fact, when walking into the village, Drake just the kind charitable man he just wanted to let Gorog know that he might scare everyone in the village on account of how ugly he is.
Gorog
is really like
Danny DeVito ugly.
Gorog, yeah, he's big. He's 7'2", he's 400 pounds. This guy is a monster. He's very self-conscious. So he definitely is very aware of the effect he has on people. He doesn't like it because he just wants to be accepted, but not necessarily by humans, because he doesn't like humans.
Drake is like a worse person for him.
I know. He's the worst.
How did your character look?
Oh, literally like me, but,
There we
Makes
go.
sense.
Wow.
And Nathan, how does...
Like every one of my characters.
Exactly like me, just way
If
better
I had a gym membership, yeah.
if I was Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
No, well, because I'm a cleric, I'll be in white robes, but then also have full plate.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and you got a big shield, don't you?
Yeah, I got a big
He's got a
tight
big-
shield.
He is our armored tank. He doesn't have huge hit points. This guy has the hit points.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it's like,
the meat bag.
here's the sponge, here's the wall.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So you charge.
Yeah, so now power attack. I remove points from my hit and add them to my damage, right?
And you need to declare how much. It can be up to your base attack bonus.
And I do that before
max
or after I
being...
roll?
Before, because you could
Okay.
adjust the roll.
I believe the max you can do is 5 though for power attack.
Yeah,
It might
that's
even be
it.
4. It's 4 or 5. That's why I need to double check it. Can't exceed your base attack bonus. I know that, but what's the max?
If it can't exceed your base attack
That
bonus,
means
I
you can
assume...
go up to just the max
Yeah.
of... Whoa!
I think it was pretty sure. I've
Really?
done campaigns before. It's like plus 10. You know when they're.
Yeah.
Wow, so there's no limit on it. You can just up to whatever your base attack bonus is.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so I'm just going to take 5.
Let's do it.
My attack bonus is 10, but I'm going to take 5.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What are we doing it?
So 14, 19.
Yeah.
You get an extra effect because you're using a two-handed weapon, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
1.5 times strength.
Great axe.
So normally you treat a double weapon as well. If you use a double weapon like a two-handed weapon, attacking with one, that's fine. I think you get either double or 1.5.
I think he said 1.5 times strength, yeah.
That's when you add your strength bonus, but power attack could be double.
We can run with 1.5 and then.
You add twice the number subtracted from your attack. It's twice.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
so it's add 10 damage. So it's whatever I roll here,
Mhm.
it's going to be a minimum of 17 damage. I just want to say that.
Yeah. Power attack's OP. I have power attack.
Yeah.
So 24 damage.
Did you hit that?
Oh, okay.
Did you
Yeah,
roll for
I
attack?
rolled for
Yeah, you
19.
rolled for
I hit for
19.
19.
Ooh,
Yeah.
serious.
Clean
Yeah.
24 damage.
And so, yeah, and I'm charged. So I actually hit for 21 because charge is plus 2 to hit, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep, so
Very good.
21 to hit, 24 damage.
Okay. Beautiful.
High five. We're the damage dealers, baby.
Easy done. So, the arrow had landed into the satyr's, under its ribs there.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Is it
satyr
satyr
I know,
or satyr?
I know.
It's triggering me.
I know it is Satyr, but
It's,
Satyr it is from now on.
but you don't even pronounce it with a hard T. It's satyr, isn't it?
It's the language.
It,
It's
like,
the accent.
it
Yeah.
really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I'm playing an
Wait
AL
till you meet a
character.
goblin. You'll love that. yeah.
I've
Watch
been looking
me.
for a goblin this whole time.
Yeah, don't.
Never mind.
Let's you'll don't tempt me. Let's do Satyr. I have it here. I'll just put a note. So the Satyr gets you with their arrow just under its ribs. As it starts to become infuriated, it gets the message. It's almost like it's the death. So as it sort of starts to relax, it pounce, and that gives you the chance to get in close. And you got the great axe. So as you come in, you hear the thuds of your boots across boots. Yeah, boots.
Yes,
Can I be a little bit autistic for a moment here?
Yeah.
It's not a double-bitted axe, I hope.
no. It looks similar to a Dane axe, but it's got a bigger head on it.
It could be just like a pole axe, you know.
Yeah, no, it's got a
'Cause
bigger
that's
head
what,
on it.
a bigger head, but yeah.
Okay, that's
So-
good.
Double-bitted axes are a fantasy trope, and they suck. Like the big ones. I know they exist in wood. Oh, I'll stop.
So the satyr, just kidding. So the satyr, so yeah, it barely gets time to recompose it, and you just come in with a huge overarching swing, literally cut it down, near twists in mid on its way to the ground. You just clean it open and lands with a thud, this big splatter of blood, and it just thumps onto the ground at the end of the bridge. Roll listen check.
This is 18.
18. And as the blood sort of splashes across your face, you can hear the panting and breathing of your, because I guess you're rolled up sort of thing. And then you can still hear it though, that you start to hear the music again. The panpipes, the pipes.
Oh,
Kill the pipes! Crush the pipes!
Whose turn is it now?
It is actually the satyr's turn. Plural. So, that's another one.
Do I have a chance to make a free action before the end of my turn?
Yeah, you have free action, yeah.
Gorog just yells out, "There's more!"
Perfect.
We have to do a listen check, don't we?
I think he was going to yell it. Man of his stature, yelling things, generally. I mean, you can always get a 1. So, I will get just you, actually, because the way the pipes work with a satyr is anyone within 60 feet can hear the music, and they'll either be put to sleep or charmed.
You guys better hope I go to sleep.
So I guess you roll a will save.
Okay, well.
Yeah, I'm glad it's you.
That's the one thing I'm not good at.
Not that I'm against you. I have you win.
So just for context, my fortitude and reflex, I get a +7 on my saves. My will is a +1. 5.
5. Interesting.
Oh no. Oh no. If you turn on us, it's going to confirm every suspicion Drake has had about you.
So,
But you know about satyrs, so you would understand that it's their pipes that are doing this, right?
it's true.
Because you rolled a 28 on knowledge of satyrs.
But he's not very wise.
That's a very good point. So you
He might figure it out. We'll have to see.
so you glance down, looking at the body. Like I said, when you start to hear the sound of the pipes, and then you start to think, those satyrs aren't so bad, are they? Sort of they have their way of doing things, and in a way they haven't really hurt anyone. He was just playing the pipes, and you start to see 2 other satyrs sort of exit out of the woods, and you think, I could join these people. I could be friends with them. I would certainly hope that no one would hurt them.
And you look down at your hands covered in blood.
So look, I'm not allowed to control you or anything like that. It's just I guess you're charmed in that regard.
Yeah.
And each turn we're going to roll another will save, so you'll be able to see what happens there.
Okay.
But for now, standing at the end of the bridge, these 2 satyrs, about another 20 feet ahead of you, so about 80 feet from where you're standing, on the other side of the bridge, step out of the woods, and you've decided that perhaps they're not so bad after all.
Okay.
Roland, your turn.
Can
80
I?
feet. You sure can.
Probably
me.
I don't
What are
know.
you going to do?
Can I aim at the instruments? Is that
I
something
reckon you
can do?
could, but it would be a harder shot.
And it'd be harder to explain.
Yeah, but if you
Oh,
want
no, I was just aiming for your instrument. The one that's right next to your face.
Well, yeah, because I'm more worried about Gorog here, who's getting.
True.
Dude, just run, mate. Just run.
Like, I'm sitting or standing at the opposite end of this, seeing this happen.
He won't be able to outrun me at all. There's no way it's going to happen.
So, yeah.
Make the shot. It'd be
Oh,
difficult.
but then you might think I'm attacking them.
Yeah, so
Well,
don't
no,
do
I
that.
roll another will save next turn, so I might pass it.
True.
He's not on their side. He's just thinking not to attack them yet.
I'll just tell you guys
So
my
then I
intentions.
attack them.
No matter
So
what
you're gonna
happens,
be-
I'm going to them in peace.
Yeah, that's if I fail the will save. So,
Okay, I'm gonna try and.
You're screwed,
Unarmed
Chad.
them.
Because I'm going to them in peace.
Oh, but then I.
They're attacking us.
Okay, they're not. They're just playing the pipes. They actually do sound kind of nice.
Yeah, nah. I'm with Shannon on this one.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm gonna grab my heavy crossbow and fire.
Do you have any useful spells? They're like protection from charm.
Well, I do have
Sleep.
Sanctuary.
No. What does that do?
It
Got this book here.
it protects. I can
Alright.
cast it on a creature or someone,
Yeah.
and then the person attacking, I think, does a will
Will
save.
save, yep.
Yeah.
oh,
Just do it on.
then, if you can cast a will save, I can get a will save.
Yeah.
Well, no, because this has been casting Sanctuary.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So I don't have will save. So I'm just thinking,
I
if
thought
you
you
go
said
to
it
attack
gives
one of
them-
us, I can cast that spell
Yeah.
to protect them from you.
Okay, I see.
Okay.
Don't have like entangle. Or...
So yeah, you're under the charm of the satyrs, but he's gonna put something else so that you feel. So your mind's just all over the place as
Yeah.
far as where you stand. It's that confusion from your childhood coming
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
But no, I would still like to try and disarm them because I know that.
So you're gonna shoot the weapon?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna say that would be a very, very good shot. This is where you roll the natural 20 and or the natural 1.
Yeah, I know, right? Come on.
14.
Plus, you got a range there.
My range.
Oh, sorry. This one here. No, this one here. So 4. So 18.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. So you managed to fire heavy crossbow?
Yep.
You managed to fire the heavy crossbow and it launched a straight line through across the bridge, past Gorog's left shoulder, hits the left satyr. It doesn't hit the pipes. More just sinks into his shoulder.
Yep.
Can you roll damage, please? Which is this one here, mate. D10.
Yep.
Just one of these guys. 4. Awesome. So it fires into the satyr. It lands with a thunk into the satyr. Let's add a small growl, like a. We all know how they sound, so I won't do it.
I don't know how. I've never heard her say that.
It's
it'd be useful to hear. Just
yeah.
You ever hear a goat scream? Now imagine it's half man.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a.
So,
but in the goat.
did you hear those YouTube videos of goats screaming? Was it how they goes? Like,
Very similar.
Really deep though.
like a.
Oh, that's a sheep? Shut up. You know I have a weakness for sheep.
Oh no!
I'm Kiwi.
Something just sparks.
Roll will save. Yeah. So yeah, that's so yeah, sinks into that, and let's out that sound.
Oh, it's that. I got it right.
Yeah, no. So doesn't stops playing music, sort of thing.
Okay.
Draws his weapon.
Oh, so it stops playing the music.
Good. Good. Back to Drake. It's now the second round.
So,
You are in the bushes just left.
yeah, I'm still hidden. Do I still get my
Yeah.
sneeze?
Very good question. I'm going to roll these. Can you get your roll hide again for me? Because
Yeah.
you're making an attack. So you're going to spend the turn going into hide?
Or I'm wondering if I can maintain my hidden thing. Do they even see me?
Yeah, okay. Let's do. You
Because-
haven't moved, have you?
No, I haven't. And it was a silent arrow from the shadows.
That's right. So I'll just do a spot check here. I'll get you to continue to roll hide though.
Yep.
Get rid of that dice.
20.
20? I rolled an 8.
I know, I got a plus 12 on high, man.
That's fantastic. Yeah, why even roll the dice? Okay, perfect. So the first one does not see the one on the left. The one on the right does spot you.
Oh, 19.
I know.
Bloody hell.
It was good, wasn't it?
Ugh.
Plus spot. So
I'll go for the one who hasn't noticed me.
makes sense.
Has the one that hasn't noticed him, are they still playing the instruments?
The one who hasn't noticed him is the one that was shot with the arrow on the left.
Okay.
The one on the right is still playing music.
Right.
Let's see if I can drop this guy. 11. So,
Okay.
I'll
Grab a shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, natural one.
Natural one.
Awful.
Fantastic.
Why am I betrayed by a
Yeah. That's it. The first arrow fires off long, straight off into the distance. Barely, warning shot. Flare from a boat sometimes, it wasn't that far off. But the second one, I'll get you roll damage for it.
I wonder who the damage will be.
How much damage is that?
If it's sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you sneak attack yourself, that will be the funniest thing ever.
Shoot someone.
Damn it, backwards.
Yeah.
So that'll be 15, 19.
Perfect. So you hear the first arrow rolling. You hear the first arrow whistle past your left ear, and then you know that somewhere Drake is out there taking fire. That makes you feel comforted. The second arrow makes you feel less comforted. It lands deep into your left buttocks cheek. Pierces through. This excruciating pain. 19 damage.
Why is it always me? I'm always. I mean, honestly, you get sort of.
So
still.
my action after that is like, they're shooting on us! Careful! Careful! I kind of don't trust this dice. This dice isn't doing well for me.
Nah.
It's all really low.
Honestly?
Last time either.
Yeah, it hasn't hit over 10 all night. But I wasn't going to tell you. Oh, that's one. I'm not going to let that happen. No, keep using it. I'm enjoying it.
I think this one might be more trustworthy.
So, excruciating pain. You sort of drop to one knee. And then
Shut
you start to
please.
think you're surrounded. Castilla,
My turn?
it's your turn.
I would like to use message again.
Sure.
I'd like to cast it on the
It's a cantrip, isn't it?
on the satyrs
Yep.
that are
Seder?
the satyrs
I
that
love that you're creating
plus 8, so
Definitely
19.
cast, yeah.
I tell them,
This is the two of them.
the two of them, in the name of Farlan and Oladmar, please let me, my orc friend, and our moron go. You may take the beast slayer. He's too far gone. He sought to destroy monsters and became one himself. We are peaceful with you.
This is
Be at
this
peace.
is a message. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a paragraph on Facebook, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's it.
And I end it with a winky emoji.
Oh, okay. You are sort of offering a voice of reason in this like storm of war.
It's Storm of War against this douche.
We'll save it.
You know,
Let's do it.
It does take some time to hit on a Satyr,
Ah.
I do admit.
3.
3.
Takes some time to hit on a Satyr, I do admit, you know.
Okay, so
We're just friends, okay?
they speak to you in a common and a sort of growling voice, like stall them for us, keep us safe, and they sort of asking you to just stay on the bridge and basically not let anyone pass, sort of thing.
Okay.
Keep us safe.
I
Keep us
grasp my
secret,
axe with
keep
both
us
hands
safe.
and
Yeah,
I
I feel
turn my
like
back
we're
to
there
the
a little bit.
satyrs
Yeah.
and face the rest of my crew.
Yeah. Now you see your companion clearly. He's unlike him to give away such an advantage. Put his back to the enemy, so you know something's up, sort of thing.
He's bewitched, guys. He looks bewitched.
And I say, in the name of Hor, justice has not been served. Let these creatures speak.
So yeah, perfect.
Drake just thinks simping after his whore again.
Oh. You'll burn a lot of bridges, which is ironic because we're standing right next to him.
He thought that, he didn't say.
So yeah, well, like I said, you see him turn his back, and you think, well, except you might think that having your back to them is safer than where yours.
Pulling it up my butt, looking behind me.
Yeah, all of a sudden it seems like such a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm like,
That did so much damage.
Yeah.
Like a solid
I
19.
know. Maybe I'd sit it in for a day.
Why can't I roll that on the monsters? Bloody hell.
So while you're standing there, all of a sudden, I'm gonna roll this. Ooh,
Looks like
that's
it's
bad.
time, Dylan.
I know. Ooh, but that's good.
Was that a 1 and a 20?
Yeah. So it was a 1 and a 20, yeah.
Holy crap.
So we really hit both ends of the spectrum here. You start to hear this rushing sound of hooves like running towards you, and satyrs are known for like charging in and headbutting their enemies. The first one, you hear this whoosh sleep, and the satyr just launches past your right side and lands flat
I wonder
on
if
the
there's
bridge.
a second one.
But there is a second one. As you have noted, I rolled 2 dice. And you hear it like hit you in the back of the head. They headbutt you because you're effectively flat-footed. You put your back to them.
Yeah.
So it turns you around because taking advantage of you. And he's coming in for a headbutt, and he has.
Oh, they took advantage of you and got you from behind.
Yeah.
To be fair, Shad, you did.
Gave you a lot of
You did penetrate them first, Shad, without their consent.
Honestly, headbutt's really just a D6, so there's no sort of.
I was gonna say
multiplier.
it's gonna be like a Mozzie bite.
Yeah, it's true. 6.
Oh no, I'm on sub 70 health. What am I gonna do?
Gorog has 75 hit points. Just to let you know.
You're on 69 health now,
Yes.
so it
Nice.
took advantage.
Never
of you
heal me again,
and
guys.
took him down to 69.
So your spell's broken.
Awesome.
You won't be able to stop Shad.
Okay.
Ever.
I'm surprised his horns are not broken. I've got a hard head.
Roland,
Yes.
what would you like to do? You're
Okay.
up.
I'm going to shoot again with my heavy bow and try and...
It's not
Take
a
this.
heavy bow.
Heavy crossbow, sorry.
Heavy crossbow. Thank you.
Take the shot. So D20
Read my
for
notes.
you. Oh, that's good. Hit. So this one on the left that's face planted into the ground, or the one on the right that's successfully headbutted?
Successful headbutt.
Perfect. Oh, 10.
10.
Not bad.
Very nice.
So the one on the right that headbutts, that's headbutts Gurog, you manage to take you lean down, line up with your bow and think, surely I can take a better shot than Drake.
Hey, he doesn't know it was me.
That's true.
He
doesn't
doesn't like red bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take. Fires it off. It shoots straight through along the bridge. It sinks into the chest of the satyr. It sort of knocks it back. Gurog, giving you actually an attack of opportunity because it knocks.
Wait, but isn't he still a bit encharmed? by
No,
it?
he,
No,
once
broke
that
the
broke
spell.
once he was headbutted.
Okay.
He broke the spell when he flicked me in the back.
You're like, wait a minute, these guys aren't that great, are they?
Yeah, I got hit in the head.
Okay,
yeah,
so
power attack.
no power attack.
No power attack, just
Okay.
a regular attack. Damage is fine. Critical and everything.
I got
Yeah.
a 20.
Oh, did you get a 20?
No,
That landed on a 2. I saw it.
I saw it land on a 20.
It was a 2.
I thought it was a 2 as well.
We can look in the footage.
Footage.
Just roll again.
Stop it.
It has equal
Because
chance.
it landed here, and I thought it was.
Looked like a 2 to me.
Just roll again.
Ow.
I think at minimum re-roll.
Yeah, let's do reroll.
Okay, reroll.
Same chance.
That's true.
20!
That doesn't even make sense.
Fate has spoken!
Yes, yeah. I was,
2 20s in a row.
I mean, I was gonna say like fate would validate if it was a 2, but it's got 20. So I mean, I guess
Someone needs to take a photo of that or
You're
something.
mistaken,
That
and
will
to be
look
fair,
made
which one
up.
of them has glasses? I mean, like, come on now.
So you hit damage.
So, yeah, that's a critical, so critical is times 3 damage.
Yeah, perfect. So you got 4.
4, 7,
7. So 14
7,
plus
14,
7, 21.
21 damage.
Perfect. This is the one on the right that headbutted you, obviously.
Oh, yes.
Perfect. So you reach out with your hand, a huge orc-like hand, and grab hold of the horns of the satyr, and you manage to pick it up, lift off its feet, and just literally slam its head into the woodwork of the bridge, just splashing. Here's skull crash. You don't even give it a second look. So huge advantage there. No weapon even.
Now, does cleave only also work for?
No, it
standard
doesn't. Do you have
attacks?
cleave, do you?
I do have cleave.
Fantastic. So, do you want to make your other attack?
I will make my other attack.
Yeah, it's fine.
Nice, I've been waiting to see some cleavage.
Okay, so I go for the other satyr. Yeah, I'm attacking the second one, subtracting 5 from my hit roll, adding 10 to my damage.
Using cleave.
Using cleave. So that will be
Probably
a
9.
14.
In total, you only got 5. Ah,
Yeah.
So
That's
9 subtract 5.
No.
so
So
4.
it's a plus 10 to hit, and so I add plus 5 instead. Because
Yeah.
I subtract my attack bonus. So that's a 14.
one shy.
Damn it!
So-
Too greedy.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
After slamming the first one into the ground, you quickly grab up your great axe.
Yes.
And try to take a swing, but it's just out of reach as it sort of leans back out of the arc.
Hang on. Did I get skipped?
No, he's on the attack of opportunity and he used cleave.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
following that.
Yeah, I was getting confused.
So it's actually, I think it's actually your turn now.
Alright,
Roland
cool.
used shot, didn't you?
So there's one prone, and he's the one that's left alive.
Yep.
I'm assuming. So he gets what? Negative to.
He's
Prone?
considered flat-footed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's flat-footed is when you're on feet. If you're knocked off your feet,
Yeah.
you're prone.
So you charge.
I charge.
You can move up to double your distance.
Yep. And I'm switching to great sword.
Perfect.
Okay.
You've got the ability to do that without.
Yeah, I
taking
got
action.
quick draw, baby.
Perfect.
And so,
That's it.
and the prone whatever bonus that is. I'm going to do a power attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Negative.
And at -4.
Yep.
Okay.
So the satyr's on the ground at the end of the bridge. You're there.
Yep. So 9. Yeah. All right. Let's see what I get.
Perfect.
12. So the +5.
So there.
So
Hit.
it hits. Yeah, so okay, hit.
Great sword.
Great sword. And sneak attack.
Oh,
Awesome.
yes, of course. Yeah.
I need 2 more d6s. I wanna roll it all together, baby. All right. Let's see how much damage I do. 5,
11.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 plus another 8, so that is
24, 28,
26.
26.
Perfect. Narrowing in.
26, baby.
But wow, that's a sneak attack, isn't it? There you go.
But it was a sneak attack plus power attack, and power attack doubles because it's double-handed sword, and I get additional strength bonus because it's double-handed sword as well.
Okay.
Great
So
sword, baby.
you come careening across the bridge at a rapid pace, absolutely. Switching weapons almost like mid-run, not even checking stride.
Mm-hmm.
Leap up into the air and turn the greatsword. Yeah, you go with this. Turn the greatsword around. Into a huge plunge. Exactly. Straight down, cleaving the satyr basically in half. Just blood everywhere. No more music.
As it comes down, I do the whole battle cry. It's like, "Wah!" and like with the, and then I kind of make sure to shimmy the sword up and down in a slicing motion, just to be like, make sure, you know.
Yeah. And yeah,
Yeah.
He's dead.
You're a bloodthirsty monster, aren't you?
Nana, this is revenge for all the crap monsters have done for humans. I see it as these guys, they tried to sexually assault us. These guys are, like, they're horny in multiple ways. Look, they've got horns, and they're extra horny, and they tried to take advantage of us through the use of song. They got everything they deserved and more.
And now they're dead.
And now they're dead.
But you're no closer to figuring out who's in the wagon.
Drake is feeling very satisfied about that. And I look over.
How are you feeling
I
about
look at Rolling and it's like, Rolling, don't worry. I scared off. Look, there was another one there with the bow. I scared him off. I'm sorry. I couldn't stop that shot.
Bluff.
You're okay.
Bluff is it's a straight up 4. See if
Till you get lower.
So do I roll?
Doesn't matter if you
just roll. I'll love
Drake
to get
is
the one.
suspicious.
sense motive. Well, I suppose there is sense motive, but yeah. Yeah, do that.
Please roll. I
So
wanna
roll a
find this
d20
out, eh?
and add that to it. I'll give you this one. Oh, you got that blue one there. Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, 19 on the dice. Story needs some work.
It was so believable.
yeah, he didn't really go into much detail. He's using the same arrows as me.
Yeah, I know.
It was like, and he continues to argue. He does not pick up that you did not believe it all. And look, I think they use the same Fletcher because like same arrows. They got good taste in arrows. They're good arrows.
And you'd like it back too.
And the same blacksmith who got arrowhead. Yeah.
As all this is happening, I'm walking up to Nathan and I just go up to him like, need help?
Can I cast grease on it to help it come out?
And while this happening, Drake is continually talking. And you know,
We're continually
the shafts. Look, even though they're made out of the same wood, there's sometimes Fletchers like to
They were
use the
even
same
shot
wood.
from the same bow.
And look, it's shot with the same power as my bow. And I'm not saying they didn't pick up my bow in between me shooting. They could have. And that's what Drake is just continue doing that while you guys are
We're
dealing
all
with it.
sort of. So what do we fade out on that one? Do we? Grease, you trying to pull an arrow.
So this
him
is
ranting into the.
this has been an interesting session, but we will actually have to come to a close there. Don't worry, there will be more of this wonderful D&D campaign to continue, but the closing out scene will be what, a cry of pain as a penetrating is withdrawn from the buttocks.
Ah, there we go. Got it out.
Just don't know what I've signed myself up for.
Don't suppose I can have the arrow.
I break the arrow in half.
Hey, it's a good arrow.
That really hurt. I'm wearing plated armor.
And on that note, we will see you on the next episode.